Hello, it's Monday of the second week in Easter, and we're going to begin looking at the book of 1 John, John's first epistle. And so today we're going to begin with the first 10 verses of that epistle. Now, the very beginning of this has to do with John establishing his authority and emphasizing that his readers need to be in fellowship with him as one of those who has those things directly from Jesus, who has touched and handled Jesus, and so he knows the truth of what he's saying, and therefore they know the truth of what he's saying. The second part of our passage today, we can again divide into two parts. The first bit has to do with walking in darkness or walking in light, or walking in fellowship with God and with others. And if we walk in darkness, we cannot be in fellowship with God. We cannot be in fellowship with our fellow believers. But the second part of the passage assures us that no one can say they don't have sin. And sin is a situation that can be remedied. That we will have sin. If we say we don't have sin, we lie. None of us are without sin. But there's a remedy for that sin in confession and staying locked in with Jesus, because there's a difference between the sins that we commit and walking in darkness. If we walk in darkness, we're committing sins. I don't want to say that. But there's a difference between the fact that we sin, that we are fallen, that we are not completely and totally changed in all of our behaviors when we are changed and become a new person in Christ. That there's a process through which we have to improve those behaviors. And we will continually deal with the issue of sin. But we will walk in the light. We will walk in fellowship with God. We will turn from that sin when we fall into it, and we will confess it. We will make that turnaround to walk back in fellowship with God. That's the important thing that we have to remember. So, if you find yourself frustrated by sin, we all do. I want to encourage you with that. We all do. The important thing is that you desire to walk in the light. You don't desire to walk in darkness. You don't walk in the path of sin so that sin is your lifestyle, so that sin is your way of life. No, you walk in the light and you pick yourself up through the power of God, through the power of the cross, through the power of confession. And pick yourself back up and continue to walk in the light. I want to encourage you with that today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.